Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mandy, and today I wanted to kind of go through my planner, clean it out a little bit, get it ready for December as we are moving into the month of December, and just kind of keeping a thought out for my 2023 planner. So I struggle a little bit because I make my own planners, but I also really love the Happy Planner. So I love to Frankenplan. I love to put them all together. And if you've been here a while, you know that, and I'm always changing things up. So I'm really not getting myself ready to have a planner that I'm going to stick with all year long. However, if you are here to find that, you may just as well find that in some of the systems that I use. So I thought it'd be kind of a fun get December planner ready for me, as well as kind of clean up my planner, because I feel like that's what we all kind of have to do anyway when we get our our next month's planner ready. And that's sometimes the daunting task about it. That's the part we don't want to do. That's why we procrastinate, right? Because there's always a part or something we don't want to do. So I will go through my planner first to make sure I take out anything that doesn't need to be taken out. You're kind of going to get a flip through here. You're going to get to see what how I have it organized. And then I am going to set up my December planner with some of my own planner inserts here that I'm really excited to share with you guys. They are out in my Etsy shop. I am so excited that you guys have access to these. I've most likely already shared them on my Instagram, so you might have already seen them before if you follow me over there. That's Mandy_Chavez Chapters. And let me know if you guys have them or are getting them, and if you like using them. So I have many different themes here, so I'm pretty much good to go to set up for all the weeks of December. These are weekly planners, but you're also going to get to see my Christmas planner as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. As you can see when I open my planner here, I have just, it's taped in here. It's from my son. It was a gift. So that I have from him. I'm going to go ahead and try to paste this little sticky note here. I like to use the small square or rectangle sticky notes for meal planning sometimes, and then I cut them in half. So I just kind of want to see if I need all of this. This is something that my husband and I went over. It's an annual view of some things we want to do, as well as some things I want to get done in the house. So I'm going to keep that in there. I always keep these in here, and I never end up getting to planning on them, but I keep them in there. Let me know if you guys do the same. So with that though, it goes to July. I'm probably going to end up having to find another page for this, maybe that's not month themed, because I think I'm about to take July out because I want to keep this in there, but we'll see. I'm going to leave it in there for now. So I still have July in here. I think it's time to get July out. A lot of times I check to see if there's something that I need to keep for any reason, even if it's just inspiration when I look back on my planners. I don't think I need to keep that. I do like to keep my tabs for a while though, in case I want to reuse them the next year, and just paste something on the inside. But most of the time I end up getting a new planner, and I don't think much about the old tabs, but I really do like the tabs that came with this one. For now, I'm going to go ahead and get July out of there. This one in particular, I was using for planning some YouTube stuff, so I don't necessarily want to get rid of it yet. It's things I need to publish for Etsy and stuff like that, but I really don't need all of this anymore. So I think what I'm going to do is at least take July's calendar out, and then I might have to set a separate pile aside to look back upon and figure out where to put it. So I kind of feel like when I'm trying to declutter a space in my home, you almost have to have a few different piles happening, so that way you can either figure out if you want to, you're going to throw it away, so you have a trash pile. You aren't sure, so you need your maybe pile, and then you're sure you're going to keep it, but you need to put it somewhere else. And that might be this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out and set it up here. And I was keeping 2 classic size Julys. I separated them all out. for the second half of 2022, and I was keeping those in here. This particularly is still in here because it has a lot of my meals that I like to go back to. So I don't really want to get rid of this at all, and I don't want to take the time to change this up. So I'm going to have to come back to that. I also recommend when you're cleaning out your planner or getting ready for the new month, as you go through your planner, take a piece of paper, which I did set something here. I don't know if this is the one I really want to use or not, but... And I always recommend kind of giving yourself a to-do list. So for example, this one, I'm going to figure out the July tab with meals, because I want to keep something like this in here, but I really don't want this particular thing in there. So I'm making a little to-do list at the same time, especially since we're getting ready for December and this isn't really December themed. I can probably figure something else out for that. So as I'm speaking, I'm thinking I'm going to take that out and deal with it later. Alrighty, so now we are into a reference page. I love getting notebooks. That's where I get these blank tabs. We're in a reference page. It really doesn't have that much happening here, but that might be where I put those other things. And another reference page where I have quite a bit of different things. So here I have like a goals, my goals sheets, a tracker. I'm waiting to start till January. So I'm wondering if maybe I should change those over to here. And then this has kind of, I like to keep some of my old monthly to-do lists because some of those things I did not get to. And they remind me of some things. So I'm going to go ahead and keep those in there, as well as these zone pages. Let's see. These aren't trackers, but I like having them. I just need to work on these separately. So I have these printed out and in different places in the house. So I need to collect my Bible plans and, you know, put them all in the same spot. Which may be here, may not be. I have to figure that out. So I'm going to have more than a couple piles, you guys, because I don't want to just throw it into a big pile of randoms. Okay, so more to-do lists. Eventually I will have to consolidate these, but not right now. This is something I came up with. You know, you ever like brain dump and make notes and then organize your notes and be like, I have to keep this. I have to do, like, I have to refer back to this. That's what that is right there. Oh, and some more notes for that. That's why I have that in there. So I'm going to keep that. So this is kind of like my to-do list, note-taking, all of that. This can probably go with a new month. That would be nice to go with a new month. And here's some recipes. So I should take these out now. Put them here. This is like my recipe card holder here. And see if I need to keep those for any reason. So a couple months ago I was doing some healthy meal planning, and out of one of my books I have all of those recipes. So okay, so I really don't need this home blessing set in my notes anymore. I'm going to probably go ahead and include it maybe in January, because I do like to set up at least the you know, the month even further ahead. I like to get some things going for that. Okay, and then we have some note pages. I don't know if here is where I want to keep note pages though. Let's bring those back to the front. Let's just go ahead and keep them up here for now. May not be the prettiest, but I know where to get them. If they're in the front or in the back or next to a tab, I know where to get them. Okay, so I've gone through my reference pages. Now we're in October. I really do need to take October out. I'm just trying to figure out if I need these pages. I did not obviously end up using them. I don't like getting rid of things because I find myself, if I really liked something, still using it. I just used 1 week. So I think I'm going to take it out, put it down here with my other one, figure out if I want to keep those or not. I've got another set of zone cleaning, and now I have our budget, which we don't need to keep in here anymore either. I'm good since we are through October. I don't need to keep the previous month anymore. I will keep November's in here, but I do not need to keep this. So now I just need to file my October budget papers, and that's back here. So set that back there. And now we're into November, which I always keep the previous month anyways. I just want to make sure I have everything I need. This planner, by the way, if you're kind of like, what is her planner holding? This planner is kind of my catch-all as well as my YouTube, but I also have a classic that I keep for homeschool and to do items. So daily to do items. And yep, I use both right now. It's not exactly a system that I'm, super completely happy with, but I might end up combining my classic with my big. The only thing is that I love that I can put my classic size planner inside of my bag when I go places, and I'm not I'm not super happy to bring my big size planner with me. The classic can kind of go in my car and go on the side of my door and stuff like that. So that's why I really like to have the classic size separate. But I do still love putting my classics in with this. It's just, oh, and another thing is if I stay focused when I don't have too much going on in one planner. But I'm having trouble figuring out what I want to keep from here. Since it's the previous month, I'm going to go ahead and just keep all of that. And over the month of December, I'm sure I will figure that out. I absolutely love this planner. If you guys need a planner to organize everything, find this one. It's in my shop. This I had to print just black and white. So obviously it prints black and white really well. It's normally like a grayscale or more gray than, this color. It's a little gray as opposed to, obviously they had to use black to make gray, the printer. But now that I have my printer issues fixed, I don't have that issue, but I love this planner so much. And I'm using it in the current week right now that I am filming. These are previous weeks. I'm going to keep them in there for a little bit. Just don't really need them, but I like to look back on what I needed to do, remind myself if there was something that I just forgot to do. Lots of YouTube notes here. And my budget. So my budget I always keep like right before the next tab, as well as my zone cleaning pages. Okay, now we're to December, you guys. This is a goals planner from Happy Planner. I'm going to keep the goal pages, but I really don't need the hourly pages, so I took those out. As you saw me take the ones out from the previous month that I didn't use. I love the idea, but there's just not enough space. I like a catch-all system, and there was only really plan your day by the hour. So what I ended up doing was I printed, let me take this out for now. This is my Christmas planner, if you guys are interested in that. It's in my Etsy shop, which is linked below. I'll try to make sure that the Christmas planner is linked as well, since it's that time of year. Just to give you a real quick rundown, you have a budget log, gift idea, meal ideas, something I want, something I need, something to wear, something to read. You could give that to your kids or friends or husband, or write one yourself for your family. Christmas traditions, activities. Oh, you know what? Where are you? Christmas traditions, movies. There's that. And then gift logs, calendar, 2 options. I only have this one, but 2 options in there. And then note pages, like weekly reviews or whatever. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and check it out. I also have a Christmas weekly. So I'm already set up for the first week of December here. Let me make sure we're still filming, because sometimes I get interruptions on the phone and then it stops filming. So I'm already set up for the first week of December. I like to use this one for blocking my routines on a daily basis. So from 5 to 8, I want to be doing these things, 8 to 9, these things, and it changes weekly, which I absolutely love that I can do that, because it does change weekly, or I realize I want something different. Maybe I'm not getting up as early or something. So in my morning routine, my goals, sometimes I don't write goals and I write evening routine and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm already set up for the first week of December there. So now what we're going to do is we are going to kind of go through and punch the next few weeks of December here. And I wanted to show you guys what I have for that. So I have this setup, which is my holly greenery, and I don't usually use a cover page, but I did want to give you guys a cover page when I put this out in the shop, because maybe you're using it specifically for Christmas and you want that, or you can make notes. Let me see if you guys can see. So I used regular copy paper, and as you can see a little bit of the lines through it. So I definitely recommend using, I usually use a 32-pound weight paper, and as you can see on this side, you can't see through. So this is 32-pound. This is regular copy paper, which I'm trying to think what pound that is, but anyways, you can tell the difference. But I wanted to print all of these up, and I wasn't sure if I was going to use them as I was printing them up, and then I realized, yes, I am using them. They're beautiful. So it's okay. I'm going to use copy paper for December, and that's okay. But look how pretty the holly is. So you get your cover page, you get your weekly. There is an option to not have any of these circles if you don't want to use habits and routines for your block schedule. You don't even have to use this as a block schedule. I love the freedom that this weekly gives you for organizing all the things. I typically like to write a certain category here, and then one thing I'm going to do every day for that category. So I would write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sometimes I don't, but that you have space for Saturday and Sunday. Like for example, if I'm going to do one thing for Etsy every day, one thing for YouTube every day, one thing for home care every day, you know, it just kind of keeps me focused on the one thing. Sometimes I don't do that, and I use it for other things. So, and then on this side, it has 5 sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in case you wanted to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can say the meal of that, the dinner meal, and then a couple steps that you need to do ahead of time. I mean, there's so many cool ways to use this, but I won't go over all that, or else this video will be really long. Maybe you can let me know if you want a specific video on how I like to use these, giving you guys lots of different ideas. So what also comes in this Christmas planner bundle is a meal plan or weekly meal menu. So as you can see, it kind of follows the same theme with the hollies. Another day, you know, another video I need to make, but as you can see, you can use this for days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, weekend. Sometimes I start on a Sunday, and then breakfast, lunch, dinner, or not even do that. I typically just write the dinners, what's going on that day, what I need to do earlier in the day to prep, snacks, breakfasts, like anything. So notes pages, I love these note pages. Another, I guess, note page or weekly review, or I use these for YouTube notes because I like that I can check off a few different steps that I need to do for that. Project planning. This is a daily. I sometimes scale it down so it's smaller. You might have seen those in my planners before. I think I even have a fall video on that. So same idea. I like to write my meals here, breakfast, snack, lunch, dinner, things I need to do that day. I block my day out, so what's happening in the morning, the afternoon, and the evening, notes, inspirational stuff, like all that good stuff. So that is a couple dailies. And then I also have this theme. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I have it backwards, hang on. This is I call this the like pine cones and spices, because there's cinnamon sticks, and it's just, I love the blue and purple hues, but with the orange, same thing. Let's see. So as you can see, as I put the graphics there so they stand out, but you can also see what you've written. Oh, and I have an example for the ones that don't have the circles for your habits and routines. Okay, and then I call this one pastels. Just, totally different style theme, super cute and pretty. I'm gonna use this for a week. And then I have cookies and cocoa, super cute. You got your cookies up here, your hot cocoa there. Similar idea to all the other ones. So I am ready to punch these and put them in my planner and be ready for December planning. If you guys don't mind me doing that while we talk for a little bit, I just I'm so excited to just have my whole month ready as well. A lot of times when you're you print your own planners and inserts, sometimes you think, oh, I may not need, I may want to change it up or whatever. But the times that I have prepped the month ahead of time, I have been so glad that I did. Now, I'm not saying that's all I do now, because I still have that feeling of like, oh, what if I change my mind, or what if I want to do something different? So basically, if I do that, then I just change it. Okay, it's okay, especially right now that I used copy paper for these this month. I don't feel as bad, and I might even use the paper for something else. I also have 3 kids that would totally use the paper, and so forth. So as you can see, it's not too big of a deal. Let's see how many I can put in here. And that's as easy as it is, you guys. You print your paper. Hopefully you don't have to deal too much with, printer issues. Like, I've tried to alleviate that. Let's just say that. And we are good to go for December. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys look over my weekly that I've already planned. Here's my meal menu. Have not planned that yet. Sorry, guys. But I did choose cookies and cocoa. And if you guys purchase one of these, but you want multiples, or you want all the options, I'm working on getting the whole bundle out there. The problem is Etsy doesn't let me put too many things up. I'm trying to think. There's 5. I should be able to put the whole thing up there. Obviously, I haven't put all 5 of them together up there. It's because they don't want something to be too big of a file for you guys. So I'm working on that. You guys have to let me know if you want all of them, because as you can see, I've combined them. I'm using cookies and cocoa as well as my Christmas trees and pine cones. So as I showed you in the beginning, this is another option right here, and it's the same as this. So this option, Christmas trees and pine cones, has the cover page, the weekly, the meal menu, note pages, and daily. So you get that too when you get that that theme. But if you want all the themes so you can mix and match, because that's what I like to do, it should be out there as well. If it is, I will have it linked down below. Obviously, as I'm filming this, I haven't gotten it on Etsy, but that's my goal, to get it on Etsy. If I have problems though, you guys, I will put it in the notes below, and you will have to message me, and I can figure out how we can get you all of them, just in case Etsy isn't letting me put it all in there as a planner bundle for, you know, the one-time purchase. So, okay, you guys, this is how I set it up. So I always like to put what I need to get done that week. Most likely it's the same. Some things change here and there. I put my home care, as I mentioned, something to do every day of the week. YouTube, something to do every day of the weekdays. Same with Etsy, weekdays. I put my days down here, and I will end up putting like what's happening on those days, because we are full on back to normal school since it'll be not Thanksgiving anymore. I block my routine, so this is what I plan on doing during those times of the day, and this just really helps me stay on schedule. If like for example, right here I put prep school. This kind of helps me do that. So maybe I need to erase this and just put morning routine, and then I can refer to all the things I need to do during my morning routine and so forth. So sometimes I don't know how I want to use this, or how I, you know, if I want to do it weekly or whatever. So I just kind of left some of them blank. I have to do, to buy, homeschool, and a blank one. I always need to leave something blank, and my goals. So that is how I am set up and ready for December. I hope this video was helpful for you if you're kind of wondering how other people clean up their planner to get ready for the next month. And if you guys wanted to see how I set up my month ahead of time, I'm not that far ahead, so I'm actually really glad that I am ready to go for the month. And if you guys want any of these planners or to check out anything else I have on the shop, please go ahead and visit the shop. It's linked down below. I thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day and holiday season, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, and you gotta let me know which one's your favorite. Tell me down below which one is your favorite. All right, bye.